joining me. Today, don't mind all my background. It's my piano room. I guess I didn't even know I had it all in there. But anyway, I am going to do this old school chair. And did a little bit of prep already. It's a little bit bigger project than I usually do, so I'm not in the Airstream right now, if you can't tell. I'm in my piano studio. But I wanted to show you how easy it would be to just go ahead and redo this. I got this at a thrift store or sale. Can't remember which, probably store. And it had a darker finish on it, but it was kind of coming off. And of course, there's the usual scratches and everything that are on it. So we just barely touched it with sandpaper and the finish basically fell off of it. So we went ahead and sanded the entire thing. We also took a light sanding. I love this color. It's kind of a bluish gray. I think it adds to the character. So we took a light sandpaper to some of the really rusty spots, like the bottom section is rusty. And that's what we're doing today. I was going to put some words on the seat and I think either a hello or a welcome up here on the back. Oh, the other thing I did to prep it is I did go ahead and put some wax on, and I did leave it on for a day or two because I wanted to make sure it's soaked in. This is the Johnson paste wax. It smells really bad, but I wanted to make sure that it was really good in wax and kind of cured the wood so the wood doesn't dry out, especially. Also, so my transfer doesn't stick to it. So anyway, I wanted the words from, this is our transfer. It's a E-size transfer. So it's our largest size. It's like 18 by 24, I think. It's called the Let's Sit and Chat. And I wanted to do the come on in, have a seat, let's sit and chat and stay a while. I think that'll be perfect right there on the middle. And I'm going to do kind of, I want to do kind of general colors, nothing super fancy. The bland colors. I'm planning on taking this to my craft fair, hopefully just one, and hopefully it will sell. Maybe I'll do the Hello Friends as well. And I just want to put it on here. This has been already fuzzed and it's been used on 2 boards, so I think it should be okay for sticking. Just want to make sure it's straight and in the middle. Let's see, I'm thinking white and gray. I haven't done Storm, which is the gray color I really like. And maybe black velvet, maybe do 3 colors. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. I don't know if Storm will actually go. I'm going to use the backer here on this bottom section when I do that, because I want to make sure that it doesn't do the kick off your shoes thing. So I'll hold off on that. I maybe need an extra piece of, we might be pasting, and maybe I'll just do 2. Maybe the white always turns out good. All right, let's see. Just need to get out some paste. So this is a reusable transfer. It's made of silk, so even those white places, those are not like blank places. There's silk in there, silk transfer. And just making sure, actually you can use the squeegee to make sure everything is out. And sometimes even though it looks like it's down, you can hear it kind of squeegeeing out. These bigger transfers are a little more difficult to work with, so sometimes they get folds in them that you don't really intend to get folds in them. So that's why it's a good idea to go ahead and paste it. Maybe white and Storm. And I'm trying to decide, okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And since this says hello friends, I might put hello up here. Ooh, it might be an old paste. I don't know why that one looks like that. That one's not looking good. And then what I'll do, what I plan on doing, is making sure that I go ahead and get, messy. Somebody said to go ahead and leave these little papers on them, but it doesn't work out very well. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and stir this up because I haven't used this in a minute. Hot minute, last week, not very, maybe Saturday even. All right. So you could paint this, and the slats and the wood are all riveted on there, so that I'm not really wanting to remove those. And to make a nice clean cut, I think it would be really hard to do without, I should put my garbage over here. It would be really hard to do without having, oh, you know what I did forget was my baby wipes, so I can wipe. Oh, because I make a mess all the time. Okay, so I'm going to do this first one. Get those out. Put a little bit down on there. I've also already made a bow to go on this because I think a bow would look cute if I can get it on there. This does go pretty quickly. And, oh, to seal this, since there are parts of rust, I like the rust. I think it looks nice for kind of character, since this, I'm focusing on trying to make this for like a porch sitter. Oops. And, so what I'm going to do is after I get this done, I will clear coat the entire thing, probably 2 or 3 times, because I want to make sure it's all clear coated. Okay. And I'm almost off the edge, so I want to be careful of that. All right. I think I'm just going to pull it a little bit so that it gets time. I don't know if you can see that. I don't want to set it down again. See how nice that looks? It looks perfect. It says, hello friends. So, thank you for joining me. Like I said, I'm Prairie Scraps. You can find me Prairie Scraps on, I think I'm just going to go ahead and open up my gray as well, my Storm. I think that's the color I'm going to do. And just do them back and forth and pull as I go. So, I'm Prairie Scraps on Facebook and Instagram. You can find me in all those places, Prairie Scraps. You can find my VIP group where I do put things up for sale. You can ask me questions. I do lives on Facebook, so you can join me there. And this is actually very hard. I didn't bring my water with me. Oh, that's not good. I'm going to add, these are water soluble and they're washable. So the good news is you can add a little water and it reconstitutes it. And in this case, that's a good thing. Because this isn't an old jar. It kind of got dried up. I don't know what I did. Don't ask me. Who knows? Try to get it. Reconstitute it. So anyway, if you go to my VIP group, it's Prairie Scraps Chalkin'. Since we're using chalk paste, that's my VIP group, and you get all kinds of information. Pretty excited, November 1st, it is new month, and last month in October, I promoted for Chalk Couture from independent designer, or actually it was a leading designer. Yeah, no. Leading designer to a master designer, and then on to a mentor. So I had 2 promotions last month. The month before I had promoted to leading designer. So I need to sit down and I met my goal. That was my first goal that I had. This is really thick and goopy, so I'm trying to get it a little bit more reconstituted here with that water. You should use distilled water. The way to tell if it's the right consistency, and I've got big lumps here, but the way to tell is to like put it in. If it starts to fall in there, see, it's kind of standing up, it's not falling, so it's still too thick. Okay, hopefully that'll give me enough in there. I did wash my hands. I was at the sink. You should use distilled water. Because you don't know what impurities are in it, and then you put that in your paste. I've not had a problem, but I know that some designers and customers, oops, all over my skirt. Good one. Well, the good news is it's washable. I'm really making a mess here. I wonder if I have a, ooh, I do have a rag right in here. Just gonna use this because I can feel it dripping. Okay, so I'm trying to just get this a little bit better consistency. Boy, that really turned ugly fast, I'm telling you. Because this is a new paste, a newer paste. I just got that this year. I have some paste. My other one was from 2 or 3 years ago, so that tells you anything. How long they last. The cool thing is that when you use it, it doesn't like use it up very fast. You put whatever you don't use back in the jar and reuse it. That's where my chunks are coming from, because I wipe it on the side of the jar. So I'm gonna use it. Okay, so come on in, and then I've got all these little polka dots here. So I'm just gonna use, this might be, like I said, this might be a little lumpy. Hopefully this will work out well. I've always wanted to make these porch leaners, and I made one, or we've made 2. I made one with my daughter and one for myself, but I've not gotten into this one. I think would be more of a special order, just a once in a while thing. I'm not going to make this one very often, this particular, all the sayings, because it takes a little longer, it takes a little more patience, and I think probably to sell a porch leaner like this, it would, in my area, is not going to be a great endeavor. So I'm concerned about that. Okay. Make sure that you like this video and subscribe. I'm gonna pull it again. Hopefully that looks good. I did leak a little bit over on the dots, but I think it's just fine. Actually, when I put it down, it looks like that C has got some extra on it. Oofta, I've got water everywhere. I think I'm gonna try to push that down and get that C printed off really well. The other nice thing is, even if, let's say, I can't get the C fixed this time, you can always go ahead and come back, lay the transfer back on after it completely dries, and you'll be good to go. Okay, done with that one. I'm just gonna pull this really quick and check. Nope, that did not fix it. I got a lump there. Well, it might be okay. And of course, the dog is gonna bark. She will go all the time, all day, all night. This gray, where I went over on the next letter, I'm totally able to get it off. So, all right, so have a seat. That's this part right here. We're gonna go white. So anyway, I do have the farmhouse welcome sign for porch leaners, and that one definitely would pay off to do. I think I could do those signs. I kind of look at, when I'm making signs for, or things to sell at craft fairs, you kind of got to look at time. Like, how long does it take you to make it? If it takes you longer, can you get your money's values out of it? And that's what I kind of look at too. How hard is it, you know, like if you're spending, and that's okay if that's your craft. But for me to sell a lot of pieces, and I live in a place where it's not exactly the cheapest place, like people don't like to pay for good high-end decor as much, so I have to watch my costs, watch how long it takes me. Okay, we're gonna pull this. It says have a seat. It is looking a little country, and I think that's because of the surface. All right. Okay, so I'm gonna say, let's chip chat here. Get this a little bit smoother. I've still got lots of little lumps in there. And now I'm gonna be a mess, I can tell you that. So yeah, so when I'm looking to do, I'm becoming very messy here. When I get the bubbles out again, make sure this is down really good. When you pull like that, sometimes you pull up the next one, so you wanna make sure you get it cleaned up. I could see some places of this are starting to dry up really quickly. When you see kind of a bubble, there's like a bubble, air bubble underneath it, but it can also kind of be like lumpy chalk, which is what's going on here. The good thing is I'm kind of wanting this to look farmhouse. I did already pre-make a bow for this. I made it out of burlap and black and white buffalo check. I love a buffalo check, my favorite. Smoothing it on, taking it off. I want to get this off really quick because I can see it bubbling. Okay, we're making a mess out of that. Squeegee for sure. All right, gonna pull. Here it goes. Looking nice, looking nice. There's a little bit right on the sit on the T. And I may just kind of, okay. I'm not pushing that part down because I don't want it to stick there. Okay. Now we're gonna go white. And this one I know the nature of it is that it needs to have pretty thick coating because it's all banner type. Oop. Need to be careful there. I could see a little bubble now that I've got it on. Sometimes just like painting, if you go from the outside in, it doesn't go underneath rather than pushing it underneath. So it's one of the techniques I use, but usually it doesn't really matter which way you go on it. But if you're concerned about it going underneath or you think it's going to, that's a good way to prevent it. All right, so this time it's gonna come off completely. I think it's gonna look good. All right, see what it looks like. Here we go. All right, take it slow. I could see, oh, that stay a while doesn't look good. Do you see that? Oh shoot, and now I folded it back. on itself. Just if you take your time, it doesn't rip the backing off of it. You just have to. I make messes out of big ones, the big transfers. So I'm gonna get that back down since we've got it on there. I think it was just kind of dry in the middle there, so I'm gonna try to get it. I don't know if I've got it back down on there or not. All right, see if I could fix it. It may not. I may have to go back. That I don't know why it's not going right there. And then this part had dried up too quickly and pulled up. So we'll see if that helped. A little on there. Sometimes you can kind of spritz it. Nope, that's making a mess. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna leave it and I'll come back because I want that stay to be really firm there. I'll come back after I wash this and clean out the transfer and just lay it back down there. So I will post a finished picture. All right, so can you see it? There it is. So you can see that little stay is pretty dried up. I don't know what's going on, and it went kind of through some of these markings. They're pretty deep. And she's gonna stand out there. Ami, stay with me. Sorry. There she goes, right in front of the camera. Okay. Now see if they'll come for her. Maybe not. She might bark here momentarily. Okay, so because this says hello friend, I want to put hello up here. I did pull out an old double welcome and I had thought that would fit. Actually, it fits really nice on there. But I'm going to take a look at our hello there. That's the name of the transfer. There's several different hellos in here. I think this is too big. Too big. It would be close. I have this hello that might actually go in with that stay a while, right? And then if you're coming in, say hey. I have this hello. I know that would fit. And I'm pretty sure this hello would fit. This cursive. But I think the font would be nicer. This one's way too big. Okay, so those are too big. I think I'm not going to do the cursive. I like the kind of typing fonts. And I'm trying to decide. I think I'll kind of like this one. I think that's going to be the one. And this one, again, has also been used, so I don't have to fuzz it. But if it was your first time, you want to fuzz it off and get it on there. Get some fuzz on it because you don't want to. Now see, what I'm looking for is it straight across the bottom. It's kind of hard. This is curved. I mean, that's the great thing about the transfers. You could totally use them on any curved edge. Oh boy. But the bad news is, there we go. Okay, about I don't know. I think it's kind of going down. Just a tad. Okay. You didn't go on the curved surfaces, but you do have to be like careful about it. Okay, so hello. That's what we're gonna do. And I kind of like, I don't know. I know I like the gray, but I think Should I do the gray? I think the white shows up better, so I think from a distance it'll look better. So like I said, the one thing I'm going to do here, once this is all done and I've fixed that little section at the bottom, I am going to clear coat the entire thing, rust included, the metal parts. When you have anything rusty that you're using, because I like to use like old saws and things, you get as much of the rust off, and then you want to clear coat it with like a Krylon seal coat so that the rust stays where it is. It's still going to look rusty, and when it's clear, okay. So we got that. Whoops. I think I just splattered a little bit, but that'll come right off. Once this stuff is dry, so we're just going to quickly go over, smooth it off, take any extra off because I don't want to go too long on this. I really need to moisturize my chalk paste. Okay, sorry. We moved a little there. Oh, that one is not sticking. It's coming off. Should have maybe peeled and paste. I'm just going to put a nice thick coat on here because I don't exactly, nope, it's not coming off at all. You see that? It's coming. Maybe this font, it may be my wax. Things always happen, don't they? I'm just trying to second coat, see if that helps, but no, it's not. Even slow. It didn't even stay. All right, well, that one is a fail. I think what I'm gonna do is go ahead and just get the rest of this off. It is a very slick surface, and it could be that it was, you know, painted and varnished so many times because it was a school chair. I may have to do like a little sign or something that says hello. That's hanging. I'm going to use a little water on here and see if that gets it off. I know, Lexi, they're not coming for you, are they? You're totally rejected. The dog's reminding me she's still here. Oh boy, looks like we took off the little bit of it, so it's faintly hello on here. Just gonna see if I can get some of this. Maybe I put too much wax there, that could be it. I have found that if I'm not using the surface wax from Chalk Couture, sometimes it doesn't work as well. Sometimes the other chalks, the other waxes don't work as well. All right, I'm gonna try a little of our surface. I don't know. I wonder if that's, could it be the transfer? I think I'm gonna try this hello, this other hello I got here. These are, the transfers are washable with just water, so you just go ahead to reuse them. So I'm gonna put this on here. Do another tedious trying to get it on the middle. Kind of wish, there's a couple things I needed was my spray bottle. Whoops. Oy, oy, this is hard to get on here. And I'm just gonna do a little section. I think I'm gonna put a little more water, make this more wet. A little more water in my white. Make it a little more runny. Oh my goodness, my new chair has chalk. Thank you so much for watching. I know this is kind of a slow process, and sometimes it is trial and error, right? Crafting gives you an opportunity to try new things sometimes. I'm just mixing up some more water in here, just making this a lot more liquid than it was. I think it had gotten, for some reason, it was really dry. I use it a lot. I actually use up a jar quite quickly. So I became a designer in April, and I've even used up the white one jar of white already since April. That's how much I use it. All right. This is actually kind of liquidy, but I think it's going to be a good thing. At least gives me an opportunity to, there is some, try to just incorporate all those dry parts because that dries it up a little bit. I've got it really wet. I was a little careless in adding water. It's always a good idea to go back and kind of clean off all the edges and everything of all these jars every once in a while, and then make sure they're reconstituted the way they should be. Let's see if this will stick. It could be that the paste is so dry. I'm just gonna do this. Take it off slowly. Oh yeah, that's working. That was it. I had such dry paste, it was not sticking to it. So yay. I just went a little more liquid with my paste. I think it was drying like almost instantly when I put it on there. So hopefully I was kind of brisk about putting this on. Hopefully we got it on there straight and in the middle. If not, it's washable. We can re-wash it and start again if we need to. Okay, here we go. We already did this part. Oh, this one is pulling up the wood. I bet you that is working a lot better, a lot better. So maybe it's the difference between ooh, look at that. It pulled up the wood. It was sticking so hard. So I have used that before, and actually on fabric. I got a little white fingerprints back here. So what do you think? How does that look? You can see it. Whoops, am I gonna smear it? Of course I am. I pre-made one of my big bows. I'm just gonna try to get this off here. If you want to see how I made one of my bows, I did it right here on Facebook. I used the Pro Bow, the hand, to make these nice big ones. It's just, and I did this one with, I found some wire this weekend, so that's the good news. I think this is going to have to go down here, but I think it'll be really cute. And I'm just going to wire it on here, because then at Christmas time you could put whatever you wanted on there. Put some greens on there, and I'll snip this later on, the wire. Isn't that the cutest? I think that'll be really cute on there. It says hello, and I'll probably take a little bit of a, there. Isn't that cute? And of course, you know, 98% of a bow is fussing, right? I've said that before over and over and over again. 98% of making a good bow is fussing. Oh, shoot. And I'm going to have to be very careful with that. Okay, so there it is. I can't fuss anymore because my wire broke. It gets too thin. And it rubbed against that white. So there it is, my chair. Make sure you subscribe and like and sprinkle the love. Thank you so much for joining me. There's the chair. And like I said, I'll be fixing that little stay a while, but I think it is just so cute. And we'll be selling it at my craft fair. So thanks for joining me.